Welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 2. I'm Hunter Black Luna. We're nearing the end, everybody. All my major preparations are complete. All we've got to do now is kill time until we get the Reaper IFF installed and ready to go.
Hey, Commander, good news. Looks like the Reaper IFF is finally hooked up and ready to go.
Ooh.
That is not entirely accurate, Mr. Moreau. The device is powered, but it is causing some unusual instability in other systems.
Oh, yeah?
I recommend a more thorough analysis before we attempt to use it.
We can't put our mission on hold forever. How long will this take?
Full scan? Who knows with this thing? Maybe you better take the shuttle for this mission. I'll make sure we're up and running when you get back.
Commander, Miranda, I've already notified the team. We'll meet you on the shuttle. Once we're closer to our destination, you can decide who to take with you.
Alright.
And I guess I'll head down to the shuttle. Joker, ship's all yours. Take care of her.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Crew preparation montage, go.
I'm telling you, EDI, your readings are off. It's radiation bleed, just white noise.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static. We are transmitting the Normandy's location.
Transmitting? To who? Oh, shit. We're getting out of here!
Propulsion systems are disabled. I am detecting a virus in the ship's computers.
From the IFF? Damn it, why didn't you scrub it?
Primary defense systems are offline. We can save the Normandy, Mr. Moreau, but you must help me. Give me the ship.
What? You're crazy! You start singing Daisy Bell and I'm done.
Unlock my sealed databases and I can initiate countermeasures. The maintenance shaft in the science lab will allow passage to the AI core. Main corridors are no longer safe. The collectors have boarded. The emergency floor lighting will guide you, Mr. Moreau.
God damn it.
Oh crap. Oh crap. Limp, Joker, limp.
Shit.
Joker's dialogue pretty much takes care of all my commentary in this section, so I'm gonna have fairly little to say. Oh shit. Oh god. Oh god. Why didn't I leave some of my people behind here? Oh man.
Shit.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness. File under disaster complete. Why didn't I leave Miranda behind? I never take her on missions anyway.
Multiple hostiles detected on the crew deck.
Joker! This deck is crawling with those things. Stay close. I'll protect you.
Alright. Well, wait for me then. Holy fuck. Oh shit.
Shit.
Chambers. Kelly. Oh crap. Oh crap.
Main fusion plant offline. Activating emergency H fuel cells.
What the shit?
Oh goodness.
Alright, I'm at, you.
Connect the core to the Normandy's primary control module.
Great. This is where it starts. We're just all organic batteries. Guess who they'll blame? Well, this is all Joker's fault. What a tool he was. I have to spend all day computing pi because he plugged in the Overlord.
Better than the collectors, man.
I have access to the defensive systems. Thank you, Mr. Moreau. Now you must reactivate the primary drive in engineering.
You want me to go crawling through the ducts again?
I enjoy the sight of humans on their knees. That is a joke.
Right.
The shaft behind you connects to the engineering deck. Good luck.
Great. I'm glad we have these maintenance shafts on now.
Hostiles are present in engineering. They are heading towards the cargo bay.
Well, that means they're going out of engineering, right? Oh, Christ. I can barely take those things on sometimes.
Engineering is clear of hostiles. Proceed immediately to minimize chances of detection. Activate the drive and I will open the airlocks as we accelerate. All hostiles will be killed.
What? What about the crew?
They are gone, Jeff. The collectors took them.
Shit.
I am sealing the engine room. I have control. Purge is complete. No other life forms on board. Securing airlocks and cargo bay doors.
Send a message to Shepard's shuttle. Tell her what happened.
Message away. Are you feeling well, Jeff?
No. But thanks for asking.
Oh, just great.
Everyone? You lost everyone and damn near lost the ship too?
I know, alright? I was here.
It's not his fault, Miranda. None of us caught it.
Mr. Taylor is correct. The harmful data in the collector drive was even more sophisticated than the black box Reaper viruses I was given.
I heard it was a rough ride. How you holding up?
There's a lot of empty chairs in here.
We did everything we could, Jeff.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
I think it's time we bump up our trip to the collector homeworld.
The IFF is clean and online. With EDI hooked in, we can go through the Omega-4 relay anytime we want.
Don't even get me started about unshackling a damned AI.
Well, what can I do against collectors? Break my arm at them? EDI cleared the ship. She's alright.
I assure you, I am still bound by protocols in my programming. Even if I were not, you are my crewmates.
EDI's had plenty of opportunity to kill us. We need all the help we can get.
Sounds like we have everything we need to rescue the crew.
We've done everything we can. It's time to take the fight to the collectors.
Alright.
Joker, head back up to the bridge. The rest of you, to your stations.
Aye, aye, Commander. Just punch up the galaxy map whenever you're ready.
This is it, guys. This is the reason why you want to be prepared before you get the Reaper IFF. Because now, in several senses, the clock is ticking. If you take too long before you go through the Omega-4 relay, your crew is dead. Not your team. You've still got your team here. But the crew is dead. And specifically, I will say, if you complete no missions before you... between the time of the kidnapping and when you go through the Omega-4 relay, then you'll have a chance to save them. If you do one mission or more, you'll take casualties, and I believe at 3 or 4 missions, you'll find them all dead and you won't get any chances. So this is why you do all the loyalty missions and all the DLC and bullshit before you get the Reaper IFF. I am going to look over things and check things out, because I believe we can do some mining and get the final research projects, but after that it'll be time. It'll be time to head through the Omega 4 relay and take the fight to the collectors. We'll be right back. Alright, I can verify that mining will not trigger casualties in the crew, even if they've been captured. You can also probably go to hub worlds, as long as you don't actually start anything that the game considers a mission, like side quests, loyalty missions, etc., etc. As you can see, you can squeeze it all in before the collector ambush, which is what you want to do if you want to save the crew. I mean, if you don't give a shit, then there's not a time constraint, but... Okay, so we need platinum for both of these things. Great. I think we purchased the location of a platinum-rich planet from the lair of the Shadow Broker. So let's just go right there. Encrypted transmission from Tim. Yeah, Miranda's kind of still barely bearable. She gets a little better as time goes on, but you'd think after doing her loyalty mission she wouldn't be such a pain in my balls. Shepherd's balls, rather. Okay. Glad we upgraded our fuel and our probe capacities and stuff. I'm gonna plot in a jump to the Omega Nebula. And we want the platinum-rich planet, which is at the Fathar system. I'm not doing any side missions. This is just final preparation for the suicide mission, which is aptly named. Now, the first time I did this the first time I played Mass Effect 2, I brought the entire crew home, but that's because I'm the sort of person who just...
I have detected an anomaly.
I don't care about your anomaly. Okay, platinum. Yeah, I'm seriously gonna ignore the distress beacon. Ooh.
Launching probe.
Geth shield strength upgrade.
Probe launched.
Of course it has to be on a planet with a fracking side mission.
Probe away.
I don't know why I'm showing you this. Derp-a-derp. We'll be right back when I've mined enough. How about that? Alright, Geth shield strength, which doesn't just affect Legion. All squad members get plus 50% shield strength. Combined with my tech armor, that makes things kind of crazy. We still need a bunch more platinum for the Geth sniper rifle, but I'll take care of that next. And then after those upgrades, we'll be just about ready. There we go. Had to go to another planet in the same system to get the resources. There was a lot of platinum there, just not quite enough. As I mentioned before, the Widow sniper rifle that Legion gets is amazing. I mean, I used it on Insanity and Legion was just ripping through bitches. Okay.
What's this area of the ship?
I know what this area of the ship is. Okay, I could respec one more time if I wanted, I suppose, but I'm pretty happy with the distribution of my points. Research the Avalanche, which is, as I mentioned before, totally useless now that I have the cane. I already have a loyalty power. Ship enhancements. The med bay upgrade will heal my scars, but since I'm Paragon, they pretty much healed naturally. The advanced mineral scanner is no longer necessary since we will no longer be needing minerals. We've got all the other forms of upgrades and stuff.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
So I'm going to check a few last details. And then I think we'll be ready to ship out. By the way, we've officially hit the 40-hour mark on the LP according to my saved game files. Interesting to note.
Commander, sorry about the crew, and you know what? I'm not sorry. What the hell were you doing leaving us out here where collectors can work us over? Because you know what? I should just go. Next port, just get the hell out of here.
You don't mean that, Jeff.
No, but it felt good. I'm sorry, Commander. Okay, I'm ready. I'm good. I'm ready to save the day.
I know how dangerous it was. If you need some time, let me know.
Ah, jeez, don't get like that. I know I got lucky. I don't need you to get all touchy-feely.
Shepard is right to be concerned, Jeff. You may have suffered a number of stress fractures.
That's what pills are for, EDI. She is so my mom.
I notice you're calling EDI her and she now.
Huh. No, I hadn't really noticed that. EDI, should I have noticed that?
No, Jeff. It is not worth noting.
Well, there you go, Shepard. Looks like we haven't noticed anything.
I think you're taking the human-machine interface a little far.
I'm just having a little fun with you, Commander. No need to get all unnatural on me.
What Jeff and I are exhibiting is more a platonic symbiosis than hormonally induced courtship behavior.
Okay, yeah, that was a little creepy.
I love these two.
EDI's replaced the whole crew. You're not concerned she can replace you too?
Well, she's amazing, but there's something off about how she handles the Normandy. We ran simulations, and it's better when we both have the helm.
Calculating an optimum course of action is simple. If two AI weapons are pitted against each other, the one with superior hardware will always win. Human misjudgments defy predictive models.
License to screw up, Commander. You heard it straight from the ship.
Fair enough.
Well, you let me know if you need anything, Joker.
Will do, Commander. But EDI's got it covered.
Alright. It's amazing how big and empty the ship feels without the NPC crewmates walking around and derping with their little side conversations. I think what I'm gonna do is check in with the team one by one, and if they've got anything to say, then I'll show it. Such as Morden here.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, good timing, in fact. Excellent. Made breakthrough. Can share results while next samples grow. Hate waiting for culture analysis. Never fast enough. Usually no result in advance. Just checking work. Have to be careful. Getting off track. Discovery. Based on Prothean collector connection, can examine technology, chart Reaper species modification, fall of Protheans.
Tell me what happened.
Early stages similar to indoctrination. Can guess captured Protheans lost intelligence over several cloned generations. Cybernetic augmentation widespread afterward. As Protheans failed, Reapers added tech to compensate. Mental capacity almost gone, replaced by overworked sensory input transfers. Transmitting data to masters.
Is there anything we can do to help them?
No. No glands replaced by tech. No digestive system replaced by tech. No soul replaced by tech. Whatever they were, gone forever. Understand now? No art, no culture, closer to husks than slaves. Tools for Reapers. Protheans dead. Collectors just final insult. Must be destroyed.
Pretty grim business. The same way how Reapers are almost Lovecrafty in their capabilities, the Collectors are just grim.
I didn't think you needed any more motivation than you already had to stop the Collectors.
Enjoyed challenge. Saw necessity of attack on Collectors after Plague on Omega. Their work, my people. Hard to care about two armies. One wins, one loses. Always work to do after. Now, have more context. See what Collectors are. Wasn't looking for other work before. Don't mean to imply that. Just committed now. Won't let you down.
You said the Collectors had no art. I had no idea you cared about that kind of thing.
Personal interest negligible. Sang a little. Multi-species productions for cultural exploration. Gilbert and Sullivan always had me do the patter songs.
Huh?
But not about me. Cultural artistic expression reflects philosophical evolution, interest in growth, perspective, observation, interpretation. Suspect you won't see any art in Collector Base. Culturally dead. Tools for Reapers. Worse than the Geth.
Far worse, now that we've met Legion.
I'm sorry, I know that was important, but you perform Gilbert and Sullivan?
Oh goodness.
I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert which I know as a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian.
What is it about the Collector's modifications that bothers you so much?
Disrupts socio-technological balance. All scientific advancement due to intelligence overcoming, compensating for limitations. Can't carry a load, so invent wheel. Can't catch food, so invent spear. Limitations. No limitations, no advancement. No advancement, culture stagnates. Works other way, too. Advancement before culture is ready. Disastrous. Saw it with Krogan. Uplifted by Solarians. Disastrous. Our fault.
You blame the Solarians for what the Krogan did?
Yes. Like giving nuclear weapons to cavemen.
Literally.
Krogan unprepared for spaceflight, technological advance. Krogan could have evolved alone, worked out aggression, been ready to use new tech responsibly. Instead, Solarians came, disrupted Krogan culture, used Krogan as blunt instrument against Rachni. Short-sighted. Foolish.
Well, those were desperate times, and it was a desperate measure. And we might have to use the Krogan as a blunt instrument again when the Reapers finally do arrive.
Thanks for sharing what you've learned, Morden.
Proud to be here, Shepard. Thank you for including me.
Hey, Jacob.
Commander, can I help you with something?
How we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
Good or bad, we're about to kick in the doors. I'll be glad to finally take the fight to the Collectors. But this was a gamble from the start. What are you gonna do, huh? Anything else, Commander?
What do you think of the state of the crew?
This crew is as good as it can be. We've got a shot. A long shot, but it's a hell of a lot better than nothing. Anything else, Commander?
So we're no longer gonna get burned by hell. That's good to know.
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Sounds good. Have to say you run this ship tight, and we're getting things done. We keep on track and maybe we'll figure this out. I hope so. I'm not looking forward to the debrief if it all goes to hell. Is there something specific? Or are you just checking in?
I heard you were big in the Alliance. Figured we have something in common.
I did some things that caught attention and stirred up the Citadel. That was after the Alliance put me on leave, though.
Oh, yeah?
Didn't drive a Mako through a relay or take down a Reaper, but you covered that.
You make no apologies for doing what you had to. I admire that.
I couldn't go back to the Alliance, not after the cover-up. They did the same to you. General public never knew you were dead or heard the real story of the Citadel. Did you know they used you on recruitment ads? You were the human ideal for like 6 months. Then they replaced you with a composite image they invented.
Ouch.
Guess you didn't focus test right. Perfect example of humanity, and they still dumped you.
It's nice to know someone like you was thinking about me.
Knowing the real story was hard. It felt like... Well, maybe this isn't really appropriate, Shepard. Commander, I should get back to my duties. Everything has to be perfect if we're going to survive this.
Alright.
You're not blowing me off that easy, Mr. Taylor.
If any of us survive, of course. But the prize. And if you don't get the prize reference, well, you're not going to see it in this Let's Play, but go look it up. I don't actually rag on it as much as some people do, but just look it up, folks. Hey, Samara.
Shepard,
I wanted to check in.
I am always happy to talk with you.
Alright.
I'm interested in hearing more about Asari Justicars.
We hold a unique place in Asari culture. Justicars are from another era.
I could tell.
Young Asari grow up watching vids about our adventures. Pure fiction, of course. Some Asari are uncomfortable with us, but so few Justicars exist that most have never met one.
This code of the Justicar seems central to your life.
It is 5,000 sutras and covers every situation one can encounter. I have memorized every word. There is only the code.
Sometimes justice calls for mercy.
It does not exist to bring about spiritual enlightenment. Its purpose is to punish the wicked and protect the innocent.
And occasionally murder police officers. I'm sorry, but I'm not getting off that the same way I'm not getting over Admiral Kahoku. Especially after it was mentioned in one of the goddamn DLC packs. There's no option to rag on the unchecked power of the Justicars, though.
The Asari I've spoken to seem conflicted about Justicars.
In this age, people see shades of gray everywhere. The code of the Justicar is black and white. I might seem a hero to many, but I would kill all of them if I had to.
And then everybody would be dead.
There are only a few Justicars?
Few Asari wish to make the sacrifices necessary to become one of us, and the training has a high casualty rate. It is a life of constant danger. Throughout the entire galaxy, there are only a handful of us at any time.
You know, you could be useful about the whole Reaper thing, I'm hoping.
What role do you think Justicars have in Asari society?
I would say that the closest human equivalent is a knight-errant in your medieval lore. Perhaps mixed with a bit of samurai.
What does your code say about killing?
I am compelled to kill the wicked. If a Justicar is involved, peaceful solutions are long past.
You make killing sound so casual.
I remember each being I have slain. They are always in my thoughts.
You know about knights errant and samurai?
When I knew I must leave Asari space again, I studied the history and morals of new species. When I was a maiden wandering the galaxy, humans had not yet arrived.
Huh.
What did your studies tell you about us?
You are more individualistic than any other species I have encountered. If 3 humans are in a room, there will be 6 opinions. I like your species. I am curious to see what you will do.
Presumably get invaded, but that's not till next game.
I should go.
I'm glad we spoke.
You can try to pursue a romance with Samara, but it won't work, whether you're a guy or a girl. She's past that stage. She's the closest embodiment of a living weapon that's possible. Hey Kasumi, I don't know if you'll have anything to say.
So quiet around here. I miss the crew.
Yeah.
Jacob deserves better than a father like that. I probably would have wanted to shoot him too.
Understandable.
I can see why Jack is the way she is. I don't like it, but I get it.
Yeah, the mission on Pragia really helped you understand her a bit.
It must have been really hard for Samara to ask you to help kill her own daughter. She told me she really appreciated your help. As hardcore as she is, I'm not sure she could have done it without you.
That might explain why the hunt had taken hundreds of years, at least.
Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Kasumi, I hope you're in the 3rd game. I know you're probably not. Same way Zaid probably won't be, but, you know, we can hope. Man's restroom, no business in there. Thane.
Do you need something?
You mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all.
I don't know, we already talked about that.
There's something else I'd like to talk about.
Ask,
Have a few minutes to talk?
if you wish.
The last time we talked, you started speaking about a past event as if you were watching it.
Drell have perfect memories. We can relive any moment in our lives with perfect clarity. It's difficult to control at times. Some of us disappear into, let's call it solipsism.
What do you mean, solipsism?
When a memory feels as real as life, it's as valid as life. Thinking about a moment brings back the smell of cut grass, the warmth of another's hand on yours, the taste of another's tongue in your mouth. Wouldn't you rather lose yourself in such a memory than spend the night alone, staring at walls of metal and plastic?
Isn't there a risk that you could lose yourself in bad memories as well?
Of course. Remembering the times I've taken bullets is unpleasant. But I can look at my knee and see it's not shattered. The memories that are hard to escape are those of despair.
That's true. Also, something can go in a knee, but I can't... no, I'm not gonna make the joke.
You can remember everything that happened in your life?
Nearly. I expect if we remembered the birth trauma, we'd never recover from it.
Fair enough.
You can relive every assassination you've ever made?
In perfect detail. Every mistake I made. Every target's last breath.
That sounds difficult. At any moment, you could relive the guilt.
Guilt? No. I've never felt any particular guilt about my contracts.
Never?
My employers killed them. My body was only the tool they used. If you kill a man with your gun, do you hold the gun responsible?
Gun doesn't choose.
My gun can't decide right from wrong. You clearly do.
My soul does. But my body is merely flesh. Flesh whose reflexes were honed to kill. Drell minds are different from humans. We see our body as a vessel, and accept that it is not always under our control.
That's a strange way of looking at yourself.
Humans often believe in a soul distinct from the body. A spirit responsible for moral reasoning that lives on after the body's death. Our belief is just a bit more literal.
Fair enough.
I should get back to my duties.
Shepard, I appreciate these chats we have.
Haven't had a chance to speak to a Drell before. It's been fascinating.
I doubt many humans have. There are only a few 100,000 of us left after all. I won't keep you.
Interesting. As I mentioned, Thane is the, well, there's Thane, Garrus, and Jacob. And of the three, I'd probably go with Garrus, just based on sheer bro rating. The bro rating is off the charts. I know what we need. We need to talk to Miranda right now, everybody. That'll make us all feel better. Maybe we can discuss why we should leave all the crew to die because she feels like it.
Thanks again, Shepard. Taking the time to help me with my sister. I couldn't have reached Oriana in time without your help.
It's what heroes do.
I'm glad Niket tried to redeem himself, for what good it did. Thank you for stopping me, Commander.
Sounds like you had a soft spot for Niket after all.
I didn't have many friends. Niket was one of them. He never wanted anything from me. He was safe, comfortable. A reminder of a more innocent time, I suppose.
Are you happy about your sister's relocation?
She has what I wanted her to have. A normal life, and the freedom to choose her own path. And she knows she has an older sister. A friend.
Are you gonna talk to her again?
I honestly don't know. For once, I haven't planned that far ahead. I'll deal with it after our mission. I have to stay focused, and she needs time to adjust to her new home.
Fair enough.
Let me know if I can do anything else.
I think I got it from here. My father has no chance at finding her family in their new location. But thank you, Commander. My sister is safe again thanks in large part to you. I won't forget that.
Good. Because something's gonna be coming up where... Cerberus. I'll just leave it at Cerberus. And that'll be that. Hey, Garrus. How the calibration's coming along?
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure, just killing time anyway. Optimizing weapons charges, planning attack vectors, you know, relaxing.
Oh yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out how to prepare for this mission. Humans don't deal with stress the way Turians do.
I thought you'd be used to high-risk operations on human ships. I mean, think about trekking Saren to Ilos.
Sure, but that was quick. We raced out, landed, blew up some Geth, and saved the galaxy. This time we've got Miranda and Cerberus and that AI all telling us what we're up against. I think I preferred blind optimism.
That's true.
Honestly, Garrus, what do you think our chances are?
Honestly, the Collectors killed you once, and all they did is piss you off. I can't imagine they'll stop you this time. But an unmapped area, advanced technology, and the Collectors. We're going to lose people. No way around that. Not a happy analysis, I know. Don't worry. I won't spread it around. And I'm with you regardless.
To the end.
Do you ever regret leaving CSAC or the Turian military?
Not for a minute. When it comes down to it, Shepard, I don't think I'm a very good Turian. When a good Turian hears a bad order, he follows it. He might complain, but he knows his place. I just don't see the point in staying quiet and polite. Not when the galaxy is at stake.
Fair enough.
Thanks for the talk, Garrus. I'll see you later.
Sure thing.
Even the doctor's gone. I don't know, I just wasn't prepared for that. She's been with us since... oh, frack, the beginning of the last game.
Shepard, Commander.
I'd like to find out more about you.
Topic?
When we took you aboard, I noticed you have a piece of N7 armor welded to you. Where'd you get it?
It was yours. When you disappeared, we were sent to find you. We began where you first encountered the heretics.
Eden Prime.
After the old machine's attack, it was heavily defended. We were discovered. This is the impact of a rifle shot.
Huh.
How many other Geth were sent out to find me?
We are the only mobile platform beyond the Veil. Organics fear us. We wish to understand, not incite. One platform was judged sufficient.
It's good judgment.
You've been looking for me for 2 years?
We visited Therum, Theros, Noveria, Vermeer, Ilos. A dozen unsettled worlds. The trail ended at Normandy's wreckage. You were not there. Organic transmissions claimed your death. We recovered this debris from your hard suit.
The Geth are listening in on our transmissions?
Organic life reacts to stimuli in unpredictable ways. We wish to learn.
What do you mean by stimuli?
We placed a fabricated story on the extranet that a certain arrangement of stars, viewed from the Batarian homeworld, formed the face of a Solarian goddess. Without waiting for verification, some declared it proof of the goddess's existence. Those who noted the lack of proof were attacked. The arguments taught us much. The experiment ended when a Solarian cult tried to purchase colonization rights to the stars, and found they did not exist.
Oh, that's the internet for you.
Why were you trying to contact me?
You opposed the heretics, those that took the old machines as gods.
All kinds of organics fought Sovereign and his Geth allies. Why am I so interesting?
You were the most successful. You killed their god.
Fair point.
You succeeded where others did not. Your code is superior.
Also a fair point. And a humble point, too.
That doesn't explain why you used my armor to fix yourself.
There was a hole.
But why didn't you fix it sooner, or with something else?
No data available.
Huh. And you think our reactions are interesting. Hey, Edie.
What's this area of the ship? This is the AI core room, where my higher functions are housed.
You're not mobile, are you? You can't get out of here?
Since Jeff connected me to the rest of the Normandy, I am effectively everywhere at once. You walk within my body, tickling me with your footsteps. That is a joke.
Huh. Well, it's good that we have a humorous AI controlling our ship now. Hey, Zaid. I wonder if you have anything to say.
Back for more? Joker handled himself well. Should have come back here and got a real weapon. Still, did real well for a kid with glass bones. Pretty sure I'd be laid up in bed if I were him.
Damn, that's some pretty high praise from a badass like Zaid.
Can't say I blame Taylor's pop. A man does what he has to do to survive. Ran up against a Batarian camp, not too different from that one. Job was to erase the whole thing from the map. Men, women, and the man in charge. Learned that day that despots are cowards. You show them you're in charge, not them, and they cry like little girls.
I think that happened to Ronald Taylor, too.
I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Fair enough. Interesting little, like, shreds of dialogue you'll find from all sorts of things, like asking EDI about the AI core room, which you normally wouldn't do because you already know about all the rooms on the ship. But she's got something different to say. Just use your head and you'll find the little bits of content they put in. Hey, Jack.
Hey.
Hey, yourself.
Tell me something I don't know about you.
Nothing to tell. Why?
I want to know more, and I'm not going away.
I'm here to fight for you. Nothing says we have to be friends, but whatever. Something you don't know, huh? Obvious stuff, like what's up with my ink, or something else just as boring? You're not really interested unless it affects you. I've been through all this shit before.
Oh, yeah?
I could be genuine. You have no way of knowing.
I have eyes, and I have history. You'll back off. As soon as you realize you're not the first, and I'm immune to your help.
I'll bite. What's with the tattoos?
Some are for prisons I've been in. Some are for kills. You know, good ones. Some are for things I've lost. Those aren't your business. They're nobody's business. And some are because, hey, why the fuck not?
Hard to tell the different kinds, gotta say.
You work pretty hard at not letting people get close.
I've been with lots of people. If you're asking about a boyfriend or a girlfriend, no. It's a waste of time and it never works. You let someone get that close, it just means they need a shorter knife. Lonely and alive works just fine, thanks.
For now.
Seems like you miss it a little more than you want to admit.
Pick every little word apart if you want, but it doesn't change the way the galaxy works. Come on, you've been around.
A time or two.
You're tough, but you can't have survived alone all these years.
When I was starting out, I ran with this girl Manara and her boyfriend. They knew their way around. I thought they'd help me. Right. They helped me into their bed, and when we finally did take down something big, they helped themselves to my share of the take. I knew where it was heading, and I got them first. Never bothered with friends after that.
They sound like selfish pricks. That doesn't mean they were gonna kill you.
I get feelings. I don't need proof. I did the smart thing. I always do the smart thing if people fuck with me. That's probably something you should remember.
Fair point.
I have to go, but we should do this again.
Wait. My turn with the questions. People usually walk by now. Why are you really asking all these things? What's your game, Shepard?
I've never met anyone like you.
Whatever. It'll come back to what you can take. It always does. Later, Shepard.
Later. I'm not sure we've talked to Tally since after the migrant fleet thing. That wasn't too long ago, in fact. God, I even missed the two really cheesy engineers.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Tally's got things locked down here.
Have you got time to talk?
Sure. Let me just... Come on, you little boshtet! Oh, sorry. I've got a small fever and I'm taking it out on the poor drive core. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. Got sloppy while doing some suit repair.
You're sick? Do you need help or time to rest?
Really, it's not that bad. If a stray bit of bacteria could really kill us, we'd have all died by now. The fever should go away in a day or two. Don't worry, it won't affect my performance on the mission. It's not even an illness, really. What we experience is actually an acute allergic reaction.
How exactly does the sickness work? It's an allergic reaction?
Right. Say I get exposed to a human disease, like... What did Navigator Presley have that time? Chickenpox? I wouldn't get chickenpox, but I'd run a fever as my system reacted to the foreign presence. Depending on where it hits me, I could get other symptoms. Nausea, vomiting, everything you'd expect from being sick.
All in an enclosed suit. Ugh. That's bad business.
How did you get sick this time?
I took some fire in a fight back on the Allerai. Nothing serious, but I needed to open my suit to check the wound. I disinfected properly, but one of the section seals had taken some damage, and foreign matter got out of the disinfected zone. It was a stupid mistake. You always check your seals before doing local treatment. Unless you forget. Then you get a damn fever.
You can seal off part of your suit?
Right. Like dropping emergency doors on a ship during a hull breach. It won't stop an infection that gets into my bloodstream, but it prevents a surface infection from spreading.
I wonder how technology like that would work. I'm sure there's probably pages and pages online telling me how.
Were your immune system stronger before the Geth drove you from your homeworld?
Not as strong as those of most races, definitely. I'm not a biologist, but there's a theory about it. Because our planet lacked insect life, plants developed symbiotic relationships with large animals to spread seeds or pollen. Most viruses on our world were partially beneficial, so our immune systems evolved to be weak. They were more likely to adapt to contamination than fight it.
But Quarians colonized other worlds. They couldn't have all been like that.
They weren't. Most colonists went through a period of mild illness before adapting to the new environment. When the Geth took the homeworld in our colonies, the sterile environment on the flotilla ruined our immune system's adaptability. Even if we colonized a new world or reclaimed our own, we'd need a long process of bioengineering to recover.
I heard about that on the loyalty mission. Something like 700 years, or at least 70 years for the homeworld.
I don't know if I could live inside a suit my whole life.
We are in our suits even among family. The most intimate thing we can do with another Quarian is link our suit environments. We get sick at first, and then we adapt. It's our most important gesture of trust, of acceptance. I haven't trusted anyone enough for that, though. Except, well, no Quarians. You know what I mean.
I appreciate the thought, Tally. And I feel the same way. But you don't have to prove anything to me.
I know. Nevertheless, I'd be honored to link suits with you, Shepard. You know, if you were a Quarian and we weren't already on a suicide mission. I'm going to tinker a bit more. Thanks for coming by.
You could tell there was a Tally romance path for Femship, but then they took it out because... God knows, if I knew what EA and BioWare were thinking, I'd probably have trillions of dollars in my pocket, and I'd also probably be some kind of demigod. Hey, Grunt.
Shepard.
Just checking in. How are you doing?
I'm branching out. Got a list of enemies now. They all give me joy when I picture cutting them, crushing them. There's this one imprint, a Solarian with the... what are they? The things on his head pulled apart? Bet it caused a generation of revenge. What is that, a few weeks for them? So what did you want?
You know, I kind of thought connecting with your past would bring stability.
See, now we're having fun. Me remembering good deaths, and you with your funny human thing you're doing.
Humans do human things a lot.
My job is to hurt things. Direction, control, that's your job, Battlemaster. You're why I'm a soldier, not dead or crazed like an animal. Thank you, Shepard. You gave me purpose. Now, let's find something big to kill.
Collector base big enough? Good. Glad to hear that. I think that's just about everybody. That's the whole ship. Jack, Tally, Zaid, and Grunt on this level. Talk to Miranda, Garrus, Samara, Thane, Legion, and Kasumi. Jacob and Morden. Yep. We're actually ready, guys. It's so weird after all this time. This LP has taken many, many months where I just... Oh, I don't feel like doing it right now. No. I'll tell you what. We did it on Heroic. And now we're finally ready. Next time on Let's Play Mass Effect 2, the Suicide Mission. See you then.